Hello and welcome to Kate's Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to make button flowers to make the button bouquet for my wedding. So firstly what I'm going to do is show you how to make some of these beautiful buttons. And each one is an individual flower and you can see all of the wire underneath. So what you'll need first is some wire, I'm using garden wire, some snippers, some patience and lots of buttons. So as you can see, I've got lots and lots of lovely purple buttons, and what you need to do is have a look at your buttons and build them up so you build up layers. So this is going to be my first button, and then I need to look for a secondary button that can sit on top of it, and then a contrasting colour, so that third button there. So you can see that's what's going to make up my flower. So what you need to do is firstly get a bit of garden wire, about 30 centimetres I think. So let's unwind that. So maybe a bit more, 30-40 centimetres, and just chop it off. And what you need to do is get the end of your wire and with your first biggest button, thread it on. Like that. Get your middle button and thread that one on, and then get your smallest button and thread that on. So fairly simple so far. With about 2-3 inches there, I just make a bend and try and make it so that it's nice and tight at the top, so a nice tight bend. And then what I do is get my button and with the opposite hole thread it through. So you'll see that when I start to pull it up, making that tight bend's really helped me. So I've got a lovely button at the end and it's very flat. Simply do that with your next button. This is a bit tricky one because it's got 3 holes. So I'll just thread it through one and pull it up to the top, and you can see that the button flower is starting to form. And then with the third button, I just put it through the opposite hole and then pull it up. And as you can see, your button flower has started to form. So what we need to do now is make sure that the buttons stay on. So pinch the wire as close to the flower as you can and use the buttons to twist. If I take my hand away, you can see that it's really tight to the last button, and just twist, 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 and that will ensure the buttons stay on, and also it will allow me to be able to bend it into position when it goes into the finished bouquet. So what you'll see now is if all of the buttons come together, all of the flowers come together, we can make a really lovely start of the bouquet. So it will look really nice with all the different colour purples. What you'll also see here is I've been playing around with making one small daisy type of flower with lots of little buttons, and as you'll see when I turn it round, each button is individually on a wire and then twisted so that it forms one flower. So this then makes a daisy flower, and each button you can shape and move the petals so that you can see that it's a flower, and hopefully that will look really good against all the other bigger buttons. So that's the end of it. I hope you have lots of fun making your button flowers, and I really look forward to seeing the purple ones to form part of the bouquet.